take one, we're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this.
And I am back. Today it is Monday, May 7th, the year is 2018. So I was just describing when I was leaving the gym, I bumped into, and let me state this, because I know one of the guys watches my videos. And I'm not at all, I'm just I think people need to know the problems that are going on here in Atlanta. I certainly did not know that you were living in a homeless shelter. Had you come from me to help, I don't know how I could have helped you, but you are at the right path to getting to your own place, which is what you and I discussed. But it's not all to put anybody on blast. Sometimes people look at my video, you're putting people on blast. No, because if you don't know, you don't know. Listen to me. I did not know they had homeless shelters designed specifically for black gay men. I didn't know, especially for young folks in their late 20s and 30s. And listen, I'm an older person. None of my friends have been homeless. I've never really been through a situation, but I see we have a homeless problem in this country that I have also ignored. And that concerns me is that, but people, if you don't talk about this stuff, if people don't walk up to you and tell you what's going on, you won't know. The young man who told me what was going on, I talked with him and he explained to me how he ended up in a homeless shelter. We were standing in the Walmart in the produce section. Very attractive guy. He eyed me and I'm kind of looking at him and he just told me he's in a homeless shelter. So I'm like, so I rolled my little buggy over there close. I said, hey, did I just see you? He's like, yeah. I said, okay. I had this point, I had my glasses on so I could see a little bit clearer. I don't always wear my glasses, but I had my glasses on at the gym. So I knew it was him because I recognized that shirt that he had on when he got into that shuttle bus. But now he had this big backpack on. I was like, is that him? So anyway, I'm talking to him, and then I spotted all the other guys also wandering through the store, so I said, that's him. And we were talking, and he had moved here from another place. He moved here from another city, was in a relationship with some guy. He moved here for that relationship. The relationship was going okay, and then they started, these relationships just were very complicated to make work. And the guy threw him out of their home. The home, he was not on a lease. He got tossed out of the house. He didn't know anybody here. So he ended up making a few phone calls, and that's how he ended up in the shelter that he is in now. Somebody helped him get into this shelter, and he works. He has a job. Matter of fact, he has 2 jobs. But he was at the gym. They have some type of way, they give them free membership to the gym so they can go in and groom and shower and stuff like that, and I guess work out. Some gym memberships are dirt cheap, about $1, and somebody's pulling them. I knew this was going to happen. So anyway, they we were talking, and he just said that he was from another state. I don't want to say too much information, but he said he's from another state. He came here. He is working. He's very, very close to meeting his goals in the shelter, financial goals, so that he would be put into his own place and be financially secure in his own place. I've never been homeless. I always had my own place. I always paid my own rent and bills and stuff like that. But it's a different world out there now. I'm not stupid. It's a totally different world out there, and the opportunities and everybody wasn't the smartest. I mean, let's face it, I was doing some illegal shit back in my early 20s that gave me access to a lot of cash. Didn't have to be doing that shit. I probably could back then. The job market was on fire. You could have been worked anyway. And funny part is, a couple times I had jobs while I was doing this bullshit. So I see there's a delivery truck pulling up here. I don't know if he's at the right place or not. So let's see. Sometimes they'll roll back out. If I have to sign for this thing, if I see him walking down this driveway, I'm going to pause this for a second. He's still sitting there right now. Anyway, there's a lot of confusion in about Atlanta. I've said videos like this before about the economy here. It is not, on the outside, you see apartment buildings going up left and right. You see houses being built, $500,000, $700,000 house. You see a lot of expensive stuff going on. But for some odd reason, there is a lot of issues going on here that are not working out in the favor for many Black Americans. And mainly, they don't have the skills. like I just said in the other video. Working on a warehouse is not a skill. Driving a forklift is not a skill that you can do. Those days of doing, because everything's going to automation now, you need something more tangible, like a CDL license or a real estate license. And then you got to be strong enough to make that real estate license work. I mean, it's just a lot of work here. We got a lot of construction going on here, but I don't see any black guys at these construction sites. Why? Because they don't know how to frame houses. They don't know how to put down concrete or brick. No one's trained them in this shit. They're not bricklayers. They don't know how to install siding or roofing shingles. All that, no one's teaching this shit. I wish I had the money. I'd open up a school to teach young black men how to do this stuff, because it's valuable skills they can use for the rest of their lives. Everything doesn't have to be on a computer. They're still building houses here. They're going to build houses here for the next few centuries. These kids, these young men have to be taught, and women, need to be taught skills they can use these hands. And that's what the problem rolls down to. You got too many people coming here filling out a job application that's taking them nowhere. Everybody can't get on that Delta. I meet one more nigga talking about, I'm trying to get on that Delta. Oh, y'all, every day I meet someone. I'm trying to get on that Delta. Delta ain't hiring nobody right about now. You come in there with a contract. Like they got, how are these damn companies? Temporary staffing agencies. That's how you, unfortunately, I know a lot of people who work for Delta, but they're coming through as a contract, working through some type of temporary staffing agency until Delta opens up the door and lets them in. So then they be working there for a few years like this. A couple of years. The people I do know who are in Delta been there forever. And I do mean forever. And ever. I don't know what you mean. Delta doesn't have people in occasionally for flight attendants and stuff. But enough of this running around here working for somebody. Y'all got to come up with some creativity. I stood there talking to that young man. I exchanged phone numbers with him. I kept asking him. He's only 25, 26. I know, I think that boy was 24, 25. He was young. But you're in a homeless shelter. You came here because of a bad relationship. You never came that way. You left a good paying job in his own home, and now he didn't have the funds, and then you wanted to stay in Atlanta. He's in love now. I love Atlanta. You love Atlanta, but you stay in a homeless shelter? Look, hey, I get it. Atlanta has a lot of shit to do here. It's a very fun, exciting city. When I went out to last night, I saw all them young folks, the little children, all coming up giving me hugs. I felt like grandpa. But I gave those kids hugs and talked to them on that street corner last night. I talked to every single person that talked to me because I know what they're going through. All of them. Because I've been down that path. I know what they're going through. I know what the issues are. So I talked to everybody that was out there talking to me. Everybody walked up to me, I gave them a hug and talked to them. Those that want to talk to me because you got some people standing there rolling their eyes. Yeah, Walter, who do you think he is? And I walked up and said hello to them too. I don't hold grudges against people, especially if we don't know each other and we just been fighting through Facebook and social media. Give me a break. Let that shit die. Some people hold grudges forever. You said to me in 2007 on Facebook that, I don't remember what I typed that shit. You still holding on to that grudge? Let it go. Facebook shit, I ain't got time to Facebook. UPS man, oh, here you come. Alright, so guys, let me pause this for a minute. Get you coming up this drive. Let me get this package. And Vegas is walking around. Let me take him out. And then I gotta pee again. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't seem like I'm be able to complete this video today. I have been ripped trying to get a bunch of stuff done over here. Phone calls, messages. I even lost track of my thought. So, with that said, let's continue. But basically, the video was about a group of guys I saw who are living in a homeless shelter, trying to get on their feet. And I guess the homeless shelter is attempting to, I knew that phone. I knew that was going to happen. Today is a Monday. This is a madhouse. So today, they at this homeless shelter and trying to get back on their feet. One person I happen to know, I've known him for a few years, so I don't know exactly what took place that he ended up in this shelter. But I know here in Atlanta, the job market is not all that great. We are oversaturated with young black men who lack certain skills. They keep flooding into the city because they think it is a land of opportunity, and the opportunities are not like they used to be. I'm at a loss for words for a lot of these guys because they are. It's tough here, and the funny part is when I tell people it's tough here, I always talk to people who, well, I'm selling houses like the hand over foot, and it's almost like there's two worlds here in Atlanta. You have a group of 6 guys who are doing very successful and doing very well, and you have another group of individuals who are just not making it, and they got degrees and went to college, and they got this and they got that, and they have a lot of they're smart, they're intelligent, but it ain't happening. We really don't have that middle ground. And it's like the middle class of America is being wiped out. So you got these folks who making a great deal of money and folks who ain't got shit. And folks scuffling around here. And there's, I don't know, hard to explain. But it's troubling to see so many young black men in financial distress in the prime of their lives. These are not these are not old people these people haven't got a solid footing yet. And they're trying to make it, and it's tough. And they're having a very tough time. And they're being ignored because part of the society, we keep looking at Donald Trump playing with the unemployment numbers. There's a lot of confusion going on here. The cost of living has skyrocketed. These jobs, but the income of these jobs have remained the same or went down. I'm just trying to figure all this out. And this isn't going to end well for the United States of America because we're going down a dangerous path where the greed has created some significant issues in vast communities across the United States, and I don't think it's going to end well. It just can't possibly. You cannot have a group of people who have everything and a large group of people who don't have nothing. And you're trying to figure out, how do you make the two coincide? How do you find a middle ground to get these so people can earn an income and not end up in the homeless shelter? Sometimes we point the finger at the person and say, you're in the shelter because of your own actions. But we don't look around and say, okay, you might be in the shelter because of things going on around us that we're not paying attention to. The employment, pay wages, salary, and God forbid you get sick, are injured on one of these worthless ass jobs that ain't paying you shit, you're doomed. Where are your benefits? How do you pay for your health insurance? How do you pay for hospital bills? It ain't looking too good. The American dream is really not, it's turning into a nightmare for a lot of people. But we ignore it. It's not affecting us. I can get into my brand new car and drive on up the street. Take care of business. But I look at these people. When I was leaving that gym, I thought these guys were getting into a shuttle and going back to work. I'm like, wow, it's a group of guys. I'm like, wow, what's going on? They said they're going to a shelter. I thought, woo. And I had to ask the guy when we were in Walmart, I said, you a halfway house or something? He said, oh, no, I've never had a criminal record. I said, oh, because it is not a halfway house. This is I'm whispering, I don't want to embarrass him. So it's a homeless shelter? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Well, at least they have housing. And then go to the gym and shower, because I guess the shelter may not have the type of facilities to help them do personal hygiene. People are embarrassed to talk about this stuff. And I'm doing this video out of concern. And I know people are going to be attacking. They can't wait to attack because But y'all, I got so much shit to need to do. It is now 12:30. I had to step back down here. I had to hop in the shower. I'm going to come back and revisit this. So I'm going to get my thoughts right together on this. I've been thinking about this for a few days. And I've had so many interruptions in the past hour or so. I'm going to leave this here and I'm going to come back to this. Today it is Monday. It is May 7th. The year is 2018. I'm about to hop in the shower. I got so much shit I need to do. I don't think I'm even going to make it to the gym today. I'm out of here. You all enjoy your Monday. Bye.
Notorious.
This is a take one. We're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this